Helping Hands International. H2I Touching Lives. H2I Empowering People. I remain my humble self, Chukwuka Obeleagu, and today I will be discussing about my new book titled Step by Step Guide How to Launch Your Helping Hands International Business. What motivated me to write this book was my own personal experience in building my own business. Okay, the challenges I have to go through, even in my former MLM businesses that I've built to some level of success, but because of Helping Hands vision and what they stand for, that's why I had to drop all of them and focus on only Helping Hands International. Now, what challenges did I experience when I came into the business? When I came into the business, I had the challenge of knowing what to do. Okay, basically knowing what to do, because I know I had to go through school as a microbiologist for 4 years before I graduated and was given a certificate that I can use and work in a laboratory. Okay, which I had that experience. Even before I went into the banking system, I had to go through period of training, at least for 3 months. Not only 3 months, I also had to go through period of training even after leaving the training school, at least for a couple of 6 months before I was given the confirmation letter by the bank. So why all this process? Why do I have to go through this process for me to become a microbiologist, for me to become a banker? Okay, it's because you need to have a guide. You need to have knowledge of what you're doing. Now, many of us in MLM don't have the knowledge of what we're doing in MLM. Okay, many of us in Helping Hands International don't have the knowledge of what we're doing in Helping Hands International. All we know is that we have incentives we are going to gain from the business, which is the money, the car, the laptop, the trips abroad, and building residual income. Those are great stuff, but knowing what you want and how to get to what you want is two different things. And that's why all my training on my YouTube channel, Chukwuka Obeleagu, and this book is dedicated to how to guide you towards getting your goal. Okay, towards getting your dream, towards getting the incentives, driving a brand new SUVs, getting your laptop, going for a trip to Dubai, not only Dubai, to Mauritius next year. So that's what this book is all about, because when I started up, I didn't have an upline who would call me and tell me, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. Okay, now they're not supposed to instruct you, but at least you're supposed to have an idea of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have an idea of what to say on the phone when you call your friends to join your business. You're supposed to have an idea of not only about Helping Hands International, but the skills in getting this business done. Now, most of us lack that. Most of us jump straight to prospecting, and we don't have the skill of prospecting. Now, at the scale of the skills involved in MLM, can there be learned by head knowledge? No. You still have to practice, but at least knowing what to say and how to go about it is going to make your practice a lot easier, so that when you're now doing it, or when you're not carrying out the action, you learn through the process. Now, I started my book by talking about the inner game. Most of us, because we are focused on incentives, because we are focused on, what it stands to give to us, we are not focused. We lose focus of what we need to become for us to actually achieve success in this business, because a lot of us have lack of belief in the business. Our reasons for joining the business is not big enough. Thereby, a lot of people quitting within the first 3 months of joining the business. Okay, what's our attitude to the business? What's our habit? One of my mentors, one of my teachers, Tom Big House Creator, said, "Don't set goals, build habits." Because when you build habits on a day-to-day basis without even having goals, you already know, you're already in action of what your habits really is. So that's why I wrote this book. These are the reasons I wrote this book. Now this book contains information on how to build your inner game. Now the inner game I mean is who you are as a person, your attitude, your habits, what's your reason for doing this, because you can't win. What you are is what you become. What you are is what you achieve. What you are is what you attract. Okay? You can't play it from outside in. You have to play it from inside out. That's why even when people tell you no, even when people reject you, even when they give you flimsy excuses, even when people lie blatantly to your face and still not join your business or give you false promises, you still wake up every morning and grind at your business. You still show up every day and grind at your business. You still show up every day and push your teammates and guide them and lead them. Now, one of my trainings I did last talked about getting a new member started. This is the most critical aspect of our business. Why? Because every person who joins your business is an asset. He has his own network of people. Everybody coming to your business have his own network of people, his own network of neighbors, colleagues, church members, club members, family, friends, long-distance relations, cousins that they are bringing to your own team. But the problem is this: they come in half-baked, not even half-baked, undone. They're not even baked at all, and they come in with their lack of knowledge. Okay, with the lack of knowledge, they go about the business the wrong way. They burn bridges. They insult people indirectly because they don't join them. They make enemies where there are no enemies. Forgetting that when your friend rejects your business, they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting your business because they don't have an understanding of what you're doing. And that's why it's our duty for us to educate them. So this is very key that we have knowledge. And that's why when somebody joins your business, your team should have a guide. Your team should have a set of principles or a working tool that you can hand over to every new member who joins your business, and they will use it on a day-to-day basis from day one to start building their business. Now the key to this business is this: because all these people come in of their own accord for them to build and go after their goal, okay, it's very important that they become independent from day one. Now, independent from day one doesn't mean they don't contact you. Yes, they fire you, fire your upline. Use the tool that you have, grind at it, read it, implement it, apply it, use it on a daily basis. If you have challenge or need help with three-way calls or two-on-one meetings with your upline, you contact your upline. Now, it's okay if your new signed up member doesn't contact you. Okay, I really love when I don't hear from my working team members, because I'm satisfied or because I believe that they are working at the business. Now the truth is this: not everybody might work at the business, but when those people who don't work at who I know are my gold ships and my leaders in the business, when they go after their business and they don't contact me, I'm not afraid, because then I know they will call me when they need me. They will call me to speak to a prospect. They will call me to add credibility to their business. They will call me to help them sign up people and teach them how to sign up. So that's why from day one somebody signs into your team, you have to hand them a guide for them to go about their business, for them to know what they are meant to do. And that's why I wrote this book. And that's why I wrote this book. So it's a must-have for everybody who is a Helping Hands member. Okay, it's a must-have. The book is worth more than what is currently sold. It's sold at 500 naira or $3, and you can pay through your Helping Hands e-wallet account. Okay, But looking at its word, looking at the content I put in, looking at my experience that I'm sharing with you, okay, because we are here to make this organization stay. I love what the organization is doing in terms of upgrading the site, the safety of the site, because it has its vision at heart. Okay? It's a company that believes in its vision and it believes in its people. And that's why they're doing everything to make sure that they serve us well. But the only variable in this business is you. The only variable in this business is you. The economy, you don't have control over the economy. You don't have control over people. You don't have control over the compensation plan, or you don't have control over the business opportunity. What you have control is you, your daily activities, your attitude to your business, your honing your skills, sharpening your skills. These are what you have control over, and that's why I wrote this book. So for you to order for your copy, you can contact me via my WhatsApp number +234 803687 3138, or you can email me via Chukwuka Obeleagu@gmail.com, or you can visit the link to order your copy. Fill out a form, I'll get across to you, and you can easily make payment. This book is worth up to 5,000 naira if you look at the value and the content of this book, but it's highly subsidized because of the love I have for Helping Hands International. And that's why I show up every week with my trainings. I've dedicated my line towards helping fellow partners for them to build their business, for me to take hear them out, their challenge, and give them advice. I might not be the best in the industry, but at least this has put me in a position of becoming better in the field. And here are some reviews from some of people who have read the book. From Moses Samusunga in Zambia, his feedback says very informative. From Samantha White, Jamaica, her feedback says straightforward, easy to understand. From Gesha, Tanzania, he says it's magic and can be used to run any business. Thank you, Gesha. Then from Messi Joy just joined Helping Hands International, and the book is really helpful for her. There are other feedbacks, but I selected these feedbacks because they represent people in not just in Nigeria but outside the country who tell you that Helping Hands International is not just a Nigerian business, it's a global business. To tell you that not only do you have love for Helping Hands International, but these other people from other countries have a love for Helping Hands International and really want to live the vision in their various countries. And for Helping Hands International to stay and celebrate its 5 years anniversary, 10 years anniversary, 20 years anniversary, like other MLM companies, is up to us members. So I want you to stay focused, get your copy of the book, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will get more weekly notifications of my training. And I have other trainings coming up. I'm going to talk about competition in our business. The competition in MLM is getting tougher by the day, and we'll have people coming in with low cost business opportunities and other things. We also have Ponzi schemes coming up, taking away prospects from us. We also have the challenge of team building, knowing how to build your team, knowing how to find leaders. These are the training package I have for you guys. And as we enter into the season, I also have a special training that I will do on the Christmas season. It's very, very important because most of us might think the season is going to take forever. My dear, it's just a 1 week affair or 2 weeks affair. So what do? Do you go on break on those 2 weeks affair? So stay tuned and you will learn more. So order your copy. Make sure you have a copy. Every Helping Hands partner should have a copy of this book, so that as you're signing somebody up, you're giving them the book, you're following up to them to make sure that they read the book within 24 hours. It's a short read, like 3 pages. Okay, make sure they follow up and read the book, and you get them to get into action. Tell them to contact you if they have any challenge, and you still follow up on them. At least call them weekly to know how they are faring and if there is need for you to speak to a prospect on their behalf. So my wish for you is for you to become better, become an example of a help partner, live the life and the vision of a help partner, and let's go change the world. So thank you for listening. Order your copy and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.